Picture this, you're sitting at the doctor's office, and the words you hear make your heart sink. Your arteries are narrowing. For millions of older adults, this isn't just a nightmare, it's reality. Atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries, creeps in silently. No warning signs at first, no obvious symptoms, until suddenly it can lead to a heart attack or stroke. At the same time, another invisible enemy lurks in the shadows: memory decline. One day you forget a name, the next you misplace your keys, and before long, the fear sets in: am I losing myself? But here's the surprising truth. The solution to both problems might not come from a pill bottle. It could be sitting right in your refrigerator. Scientists around the world have uncovered a fascinating link. Certain fruits and vegetables don't just fill your stomach, they can literally protect your arteries from clogging, keep your brain sharp, and even slow down age-related memory loss. Think about it. A handful of berries can act like tiny shields against plaque buildup. A plate of leafy greens can work like nature's broom, sweeping away what doesn't belong in your bloodstream. A simple apple, crisp and sweet, can spark changes in your brain that keep your memory alive. These aren't miracle cures, they're everyday foods that hold extraordinary power, backed by decades of research. And yet, most people never take full advantage of them. We walk past them at the grocery store, we ignore them at family dinners, or we think they're too simple to make a real difference. But the truth is, the choices you make in your kitchen today can decide the quality of your health tomorrow. So, if you're over 60, or if you care about someone who is, this is your wake-up call. In the next few minutes, we're going to reveal 7 fruits and vegetables that science says can help protect your arteries and supercharge your memory. 7 foods that are delicious, affordable, and life-changing. Stay with us, because what you're about to learn could rewrite the future of your health. To understand why certain fruits and vegetables are so powerful for older adults, we first need to look at what's happening inside the body as it ages. Atherosclerosis, the condition where arteries harden and narrow, begins when cholesterol, fats, and calcium slowly build up along the walls of your blood vessels. Over time, these sticky deposits form what we call plaque. Imagine a water pipe in your home getting coated with layers of grime. The flow weakens, pressure builds, and one day the pipe may burst. That's exactly what happens in the human body, except instead of a pipe, it's your lifeline, your arteries, and instead of a broken faucet, the consequence can be a heart attack or a stroke. At the same time, another battle takes place inside the brain. Memory loss and cognitive decline are not just about age. They're strongly influenced by oxidative stress and inflammation. These two factors, caused by unstable molecules called free radicals, slowly damage brain cells and weaken the delicate networks that store memories. Inflammation, often triggered by poor diet, worsens the problem by creating an environment where neurons can't function properly. The result? Forgetfulness, slower thinking, and eventually the fear of losing independence. Now here's where nutrition enters the story. Fruits and vegetables are packed with compounds called antioxidants and phytonutrients. Antioxidants, like vitamin C, vitamin E, and flavonoids, neutralize free radicals before they wreak havoc. Phytonutrients, which give plants their vibrant colors, act like tiny soldiers, reducing inflammation, protecting artery walls, and improving blood flow. When blood flows more smoothly, it carries oxygen and nutrients not just to the heart but also to the brain, creating a double benefit: healthier arteries and sharper memory. Fiber, another unsung hero found in abundance in plant foods, plays a crucial role as well. Soluble fiber, present in apples, pears, and beans, binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract and helps flush it out of the body. The less cholesterol floating in the bloodstream, the less plaque has a chance to form. Leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables, meanwhile, are rich in vitamin K and nitrates, which help regulate blood pressure and keep arteries flexible. These same compounds also boost circulation to the brain, enhancing alertness and memory retention. And it doesn't stop there. Certain pigments in fruits and vegetables, like anthocyanins in blueberries, lycopene in tomatoes, and lutein in spinach, not only slow plaque buildup but also cross the blood-brain barrier to directly support cognitive health. Scientists have found that people who consume diets rich in these colorful plant compounds consistently perform better on memory and problem-solving tests compared to those who don't. In short, the science is clear. The foods you put on your plate have the power to shape your future. While medications are important and sometimes necessary, diet is the daily weapon you can control. Every bite of fruit or vegetable is either fighting for your health or against it. So, the question becomes, which food should you focus on? Which fruits and vegetables provide the strongest defense against both atherosclerosis and memory decline? In just a moment, we'll step into real-life stories that show how simple choices can change outcomes, and then we'll reveal the 7 specific foods you need to know. Let's step out of the medical journals for a moment and into real life. Meet Margaret, a retired teacher living in Ohio. She's 72 years old, full of energy, and fiercely independent. But just a few years ago, things looked very different. Margaret had always been busy raising her family and taking care of others, which meant she often put her own health last. Fast food was convenient, sweets were comforting, and vegetables were, as she often joked, rabbit food. One day, after climbing a short flight of stairs, she felt unusually short of breath. Her doctor ordered a series of tests, and the results were sobering: early signs of atherosclerosis, rising blood pressure, and cholesterol levels that painted a dangerous picture. At the same time, Margaret had noticed small lapses in memory, forgetting names of old students, misplacing her glasses, and struggling to recall phone numbers she once knew by heart. For Margaret, the diagnosis felt like a storm cloud. She feared losing her independence, her sharp mind, and the life she loved. But her doctor gave her a choice: start medication immediately, or first commit to a dramatic shift in her diet. Margaret chose food. She began with small steps, adding a handful of blueberries to her breakfast oatmeal, slicing up fresh tomatoes for her lunch, and keeping an apple in her bag wherever she went. She replaced her usual late-night snack of chips with carrot sticks and celery, and once a week, she prepared a large salad with spinach and kale as the foundation. These were simple, affordable changes, but they soon became habits. After just 6 months, her follow-up tests showed remarkable progress. Her cholesterol had dropped significantly, her blood pressure was stabilizing, and her memory, according to her family, seemed sharper. Margaret herself noticed the difference most when she sat down to read. She no longer lost her train of thought halfway through a chapter. She could recall details of conversations more easily. The fear that once kept her awake at night began to fade. Margaret's story is not unique. Across the country, thousands of older adults are discovering that the foods they eat can either accelerate decline or build resilience. In her case, it wasn't about chasing a miracle cure. It was about consistency, choosing fruits and vegetables daily that worked with her body instead of against it. This isn't just a feel-good story, it's a demonstration of how science translates into real life. Arteries can respond to better nutrition. Brains can fight back against decline. And while genetics and age play a role, lifestyle choices remain a powerful factor. So the question is, what exactly did Margaret eat that made such a difference? Which fruits and vegetables gave her body the tools it needed to heal and protect itself? In the next section, we'll break down the 7 most powerful foods, nature's own medicine cabinet, that can help prevent clogged arteries and preserve your memory well into your golden years. When it comes to protecting your arteries and keeping your memory sharp, not all fruits and vegetables are created equal. Some contain unique compounds that directly target the very processes behind clogged arteries and cognitive decline. Let's walk through 7 of the most powerful, and as we go, notice how each one brings a unique weapon to the fight for your health. Number 1, blueberries. These tiny berries are often called brain food, and for good reason. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep blue color. These compounds have been shown in numerous studies to reduce oxidative stress, lower inflammation, and even improve communication between brain cells. For older adults, this means sharper memory and better problem-solving skills. But blueberries also play a role in protecting the heart. Their high antioxidant content helps prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, the first step in plaque formation. Eating just a handful of blueberries several times a week has been linked to lower risk of heart attack and improved cognitive performance. Number 2, leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens. If there's one group of vegetables that deserves the spotlight, it's leafy greens. Spinach, kale, and collard greens are rich in vitamin K, folate, and nitrates. Nitrates help widen blood vessels, improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. Vitamin K supports arterial flexibility, while folate plays a role in reducing homocysteine levels, a compound linked to cardiovascular disease. On the brain side, lutein, an antioxidant found in spinach and kale, accumulates in the brain and is associated with better memory and mental sharpness. Adding just 1 or 2 servings of leafy greens daily can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Number 3, tomatoes. Tomatoes are more than just a salad topping. They are one of the richest sources of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that targets free radicals. Lycopene has been proven to reduce the risk of atherosclerosis by lowering LDL cholesterol oxidation and calming inflammation in blood vessel walls. Interestingly, lycopene is more bioavailable when tomatoes are cooked, which means a bowl of tomato soup or a plate of marinara sauce may do even more for your arteries than raw slices. For the brain, lycopene protects neurons from damage and may even slow progression of memory disorders. Regular tomato intake is associated with healthier arteries and improved recall abilities. Number 4, apples. An apple a day might not keep the doctor entirely away, but it certainly helps. Apples contain soluble fiber, specifically pectin, which binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract and helps eliminate it from the body. This lowers overall cholesterol levels and reduces plaque formation. Apples are also rich in quercetin, an antioxidant that reduces inflammation and protects brain cells. Studies suggest that older adults who eat apples regularly score higher on memory tests compared to those who don't. Plus, apples are easy to carry, affordable, and available year-round, making them one of the simplest additions to a heart and brain-friendly diet. Number 5, carrots. Carrots are famous for their role in eye health, but their benefits go far beyond vision. Rich in beta-carotene, carrots help lower cholesterol levels and reduce oxidative stress. Beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A in the body, which supports overall cell health and immune function. For arteries, carrots reduce lipid peroxidation, a process that contributes to plaque buildup. For the brain, studies show that higher beta-carotene intake is linked to slower cognitive decline. Adding raw carrot sticks as a snack or blending them into soups is a simple way to give both your arteries and your memory a boost. Number 6, berries beyond blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. While blueberries often steal the spotlight, other berries deserve just as much attention. Strawberries are high in vitamin C and anthocyanins, which lower blood pressure and improve endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to expand and contract properly. Blackberries and raspberries, rich in polyphenol, protect brain cells from inflammation and enhance blood flow to the brain. Together, these berries form a colorful defense system for both the heart and the mind. A bowl of mixed berries a few times a week is like giving your body a shield against both heart disease and memory loss. Number 7, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. The final group on our list may surprise you. Cruciferous vegetables are rich in sulforaphane, a compound known to activate protective enzymes in the body. Sulforaphane reduces oxidative stress in arteries, helping prevent plaque buildup. These vegetables are also high in vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber, making them excellent for cholesterol management and vascular health. For the brain, cruciferous vegetables support detoxification pathways, clearing out harmful compounds that could damage neurons. Research shows that people who consume cruciferous vegetables several times a week have a slower rate of cognitive decline compared to those who don't. The power of diversity. What's important to understand is that no single food is a magic bullet. It's the combination, the diversity of colors, textures, and nutrients that provides the strongest protection. Blueberries target oxidative stress in the brain, leafy greens improve blood flow, tomatoes calm inflammation, apples lower cholesterol, carrots fight oxidative damage, berries boost circulation, and cruciferous vegetables support detoxification. Together, they form a complete arsenal against two of the most feared conditions of aging, atherosclerosis and memory decline. Now imagine if these 7 foods became part of your daily life. Not as special superfoods you only eat occasionally, but as staples woven into your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This isn't about dieting. It's about building a foundation for a healthier, longer, and more independent life. So, which of these foods are already in your diet, and which ones do you need to add? In the next section, we'll turn the spotlight on you, the viewer, and ask the questions that matter most. Now let's pause for a moment and turn the spotlight toward you. We've just uncovered 7 powerful fruits and vegetables that science shows can guard your arteries and protect your memory. But here's the real question: how many of these foods are already part of your life? When was the last time you reached for a bowl of blueberries instead of a pastry? Do you keep leafy greens like spinach or kale in your fridge, or do they wilt away before you ever touch them? Think about your grocery basket. Does it look colorful, filled with reds, greens, blues, and oranges, or does it lean more toward processed and packaged foods? Memory is precious. Heart health is non-negotiable. So ask yourself, what small changes could you make starting tomorrow morning? Could you swap your usual snack for an apple? Add a handful of berries to your breakfast? Slip a few extra vegetables onto your dinner plate? These are not overwhelming changes, they're simple adjustments that add up over weeks and months. And here's something I want you to reflect on: which of the 7 foods do you personally enjoy the most? Everyone has a favorite. Maybe it's the crunch of a carrot, the sweetness of strawberries, or the rich flavor of a tomato soup. Tell us in the comments, what's the one fruit or vegetable you'll commit to eating more often this week? Your answer might inspire someone else who's watching. Because this video isn't just about information, it's about transformation. The question isn't whether these foods work, the science already proves that they do. The question is, will you let them work for you? So far, we've looked at the science, heard a real-life story, and revealed 7 powerful foods. But knowledge alone doesn't change lives, action does. The question is, how do you take these insights and turn them into a daily routine that works for you? The answer lies in building consistency, not perfection. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight or chase every new trend. Instead, focus on weaving these 7 foods into your lifestyle in simple, repeatable ways. Start your morning with a small bowl of blueberries on top of oatmeal or yogurt. Add a handful of spinach or kale into a smoothie, or sauté it with garlic for dinner. Enjoy a fresh apple in the afternoon instead of a sugary snack. Choose carrots and celery sticks as quick grab-and-go options. When making pasta, stir in tomato sauce rich with lycopene. And once or twice a week, put broccoli or Brussels sprouts on your plate. The goal is not just to eat healthy in theory, it's to create habits that stick. Scientists call this dietary pattern, meaning the overall balance of what you eat over time. When your pattern includes fruits and vegetables rich in antioxidants, fiber, and phytonutrients, your arteries stay clearer, your blood pressure remains steadier, and your brain continues to function at a higher level. Equally important is diversity. Rotate between different berries, greens, and cruciferous vegetables so your body gets a broad spectrum of nutrients. This variety keeps meals interesting and ensures you're covering all the protective compounds that science has identified. Pair these choices with other heart and brain-friendly habits, staying active with daily walks, drinking enough water, getting quality sleep, and managing stress. Nutrition is the foundation, but lifestyle is the full structure. When they work together, the results are powerful. Here's the big picture: no single fruit or vegetable is a miracle cure. But together, they form a shield, one that protects your arteries from narrowing and keeps your memory alive longer. By making these foods part of your everyday meals, you're not just preventing disease, you're actively investing in your independence, your energy, and your future. We've reached the end of this journey, but really, it's just the beginning for you. Today, you learned that atherosclerosis and memory decline are not unstoppable forces. They are battles that can be fought quietly, daily, at your dining table, with the right choices. 7 simple foods, available in every grocery store, can act as your defense: blueberries, leafy greens, tomatoes, apples, carrots, a rainbow of berries, and cruciferous vegetables. Together, they protect your arteries, sharpen your memory, and help you live not just longer, but better. Now it's your turn. Think about tomorrow's meals. Which one of these foods will you add first? Will you sprinkle blueberries on your breakfast, or steam a plate of broccoli with dinner? Small steps add up, and each choice moves you closer to a healthier heart and a sharper mind. And here's the challenge: don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with someone you love, your spouse, a friend, or a family member who might also benefit. Because health isn't just personal, it's a gift we can pass on to others. If you found value in this video, take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to make sure you never miss future tips designed specifically for older adults who want to stay strong, independent, and full of life. And leave a comment below. Tell us which of these 7 foods you'll commit to eating this week. Your words might be the encouragement someone else needs to take their first step. Remember, the choices you make every day are writing the story of your future. Let it be a story of strength, clarity, and resilience. Because you deserve nothing less.